Hey guys, it's Rory again. I haven't filmed a video in a little while, but I've been meaning to, and so here I finally am. It's a Friday night, and I have homework to do, but I'm not doing it at the moment. Hopefully I'll get that done on Sunday. But, so I've been super busy, and that's why I haven't been filming, but I did ask on my Instagram for video ideas, and I got 3 replies. So one of them was sunset makeup, which is what we're gonna do today. Thank you, Eli. And then avant-garde, which was Ethan. And then gay sex with me, which was Annie, which unsurprisingly I've chosen not to do, seeing as I'm a minor. So yeah. Anyway, thank you, Eli, for the upcoming video. Yeah, so that was great. I didn't know what I expected asking my friends for help coming up with ideas. I'm so sorry, Annie, I couldn't post your reply because there's like literal adults that enjoy my page, and I couldn't do that to them. They don't know. Trying to think of all the things that have happened since the last time I filmed a really chatty video. Track has started. That's been pretty fun. We are in, well, basically competition season right now. I just put on my primer, and I'm gonna go in with Dipbrow, just because I've been doing my brows with that the last couple days since I redyed my hair, and it's a little bit darker than what it was before, so I'm just kind of getting back into a dark color and everything. Yep, so we were supposed to have, I missed the first meet because I was at State Jazz, which is one thing that happened. I'll talk about that in a minute. And so then the last meet that we were supposed to have, I was gonna be able to go to that, and I don't know why, but my brow product is just kind of going everywhere, flaking and everything. And it got canceled, which is really weird because the place it was supposed to be at like never cancels. The boys that had a track meet there like literally the night before, and it was raining, and they didn't cancel, and then they canceled it, and so we ended up having practice yesterday and everything, which it kind of sucked. Like, I was really excited for my first meet. It really kind of sucks like not being at the first meet with everybody, because then you start doing workouts where it's like, okay, so you ran this time at the meet, so you can run this in practice. And I just have to go, I literally have not run a meet yet. Sorry. So we did one of those workouts today, and it was 3 sets of 3 200s on the track. And my group ran each one at about 45 seconds. So that was really exciting, like being able, I was mostly keeping up with the girls in front of me. There were a lot of people gone today. So it ended up being just 4 of us in the second group. There was a fast group, and then there was my group. And so we ended up doing about 45 seconds for each repeat. Yeah, but the other thing is State Jazz. That was really exciting. Our band, we went down on the Monday before, so we had a performance at school. That was super cool. Everybody came and watched us, and you know, like in general, the school doesn't really care about what happens with the band and the jazz band, but it was awesome that everybody, well, almost everybody was there, because it was like an after class, but like still during the school day sort of thing. So some people just like left even though they weren't supposed to. And there are a lot less people there. And we ended up having 2 assemblies that day. But so we had that whole performance, and it was really like reassuring, like being able to perform in like our own hall before we went off and performed, you know, for judges and everything. And then we left that night, like everybody went to their practices and stuff, and then we left and stayed the night in a hotel. And in the morning we got ready to go. We loaded everything back up in the trailer and left for the performance hall, and got in there, basically stood around for a couple minutes, and then we went and warmed up and then performed, and we were basically done for the day. Okay, so I am doing like that sunset makeup I wanted to do. I'm going to carve out my eyebrows, I suppose, and then I think I'll use something Modern Renaissance. No, I'll kind of dip into different things. I have some new makeup. Oh, so I'm going to show you my new makeup. It's all from BH Cosmetics. So I got a sponge, and I'm really excited because, so I was using the Real Technique sponge, and this one is like, I don't know why, it's like kind of puffy right now, but it's not wet or anything, and this one is wet, so definitely a lot bigger. I don't know. This one is firmer, and I'm kind of excited just to like try the shape, because I haven't really done any foundation on my face yet sorry, I just thought that the camera wasn't recording anymore, and that's why I kind of freaked out. But yeah, so I got this, and I ended up getting like a free eyeliner and everything, and then I got a brush set, so I don't think you can see very well. There we go. So a bunch of the brushes, and they're green, and it's got like a holder and everything, so that's really nice. They're all very pretty. I haven't gotten to use a lot of them yet, but you know, we're getting through them. And then I also got the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and this is for my prom makeup, so I'm super excited about lots of colorful makeup and everything. I know that I always say like, oh, I'm so excited to get coloring back into my makeup, and everybody's like, you already have colorful makeup looks, and I'm like, I know, but I want more. It's amazing how you can go and like find colors and like have all these like purples or whatever, and you're like, but I don't have that one specific shade of green, so I can't do this. And that's kind of what it was when I was getting the palette. I wanted a certain blue for my prom makeup, and so I got the palette for that. The one blue, the one like deeper tone blue. Which, you know, I feel like it's okay because I've literally been looking at that palette like ever since I got into makeup. So like probably more than 2 years now. Yeah. Anyway, back to Jazz Champs. We got to perform and then loaded everything back up in the trailer, and we changed on the bus in the parking lot, that's always a great experience, changing in the lot. And then we went to Hickory Park, which is this awesome, like, they're really known for, I suppose, like meat dishes, like sandwiches and smoked meat and things like that. And that was super fun, except for our coach or our band director didn't make any reservations, so it was like, okay, so you got here before the other bands and before the lunch rush, because this is like a very popular restaurant. Like, you make reservations, otherwise you're gonna be sitting there for like an hour before you get your seats. And you didn't make any reservations. And they were like, well, we can sit all of you over here, but there's a reservation for this spot. So if you aren't out of here by 12, like, you have to just leave and we have to kick you out, basically. So that was super interesting. We managed to get through and everything. Okay, so vision. I want purple, orange, and yellow. So I need to do purple first. That's what I'm thinking. So I think I'm gonna go with the Take Me Back to Brazil palette and do a super deep purple. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this purple, like second from the bottom, and take that outer, we're gonna go like outer and up. So yeah, we got to eat there and it was good. And then we went back to the performance center and we watched jazz for hours, and it was fun. I like watching jazz, but it gets very repetitive after a while and they start to blur all together. And I'm not the best at like remembering, oh, it was so-and-so's school at this time and they performed this set and they had this soloist and they sounded like this. And I don't remember any of that. And I feel like I've already brought the purple in too far. But we'll make it work. Maybe. So I watched bands for most of the day, and then I ended up sneaking out at the end, just sitting in a hallway because I had had enough. I was like getting a headache from like the speakers and everything, and there were so many alto sax solos, and there were a lot of jazz flutes this year. We were all talking about the jazz flutes, because generally there aren't a lot. And this year, our band had jazz flutes. Like 4 of the bands that we watched had jazz flutes. It was just a year for jazz flutes. Which, of course, Ethan and the rest of the brass members were like, that's not allowed. Brass flutes brass are the only instruments that should be in jazz band. Some eggs look a little bit weird right now, but I've got the purple in the outer bits, and then I'm gonna go to Modern Renaissance for the orange, just because. And I don't really know what brush I'm gonna use, so I'm gonna take like a firm brush and dip into Real Gar. Right, kind of go over where the purple was too, since I brought it so far in. And I suppose I'm not really done with the jazz story yet, but we went to the other performance hall at the college we were at, and there was an awards ceremony. There was the all-women's jazz band, which they were pretty good. It was just like we were all very jazzed out by that point. We were just ready for awards and going home, because it was the end of very long days. I don't know if I can zoom in. I don't think I can zoom in. Lo siento. Just kind of scooch a little bit. I can't scoot too much right now. I have a blanket on my lap. So we got all the jazzy stuff done, and I don't know, it was obviously like, okay, so our band did not place, like we didn't really go in expecting to earn a place division. They only recognize like, I think it's 8th or 9th. So there's a lot of bands there that don't get recognized, and we knew that it was not really in the expected cards to be able to get that, and that was fine. But they do this, like, it's super weird. They don't give you like how you place. If you finish below that point, they just don't give it to you. They don't tell you how you finished it all. Now I'm just going over the purple a little bit more. I'm still kind of figuring out how to work with these BH shadows and everything. Like how to make the brushes do what I want them to and stuff like that. So we have a good, since there's not really a good way to show you guys these. I need to figure out lighting. So I want to take a fluffy brush and go for the end a little bit. Something a little bit firmer. I'm going to take swirl in the yellow shade. Kind of starting on the inner corner and just go up. Yeah, so that's mostly what I've been doing. Is jazz, finishing up jazz. We also had solo small ensemble. I don't know if I talked about that on here, but that is over and done with, and I'm really glad about that because that was stressful, and I'm just glad that, you know, did it last year, you know, had a good experience doing it and everything like that. I'm just taking a clean brush and going over the area as the purple. And so I got a Division 2 on my solo. Woodwind Choir got a Division 2. The judges were very, very expectant. So that's, you know, something that we couldn't control, and it definitely affected how many you know, medals and plaques and stuff will be given out, which, you know, it kind of, it's disappointing sometimes when you, like, you put so much work in it and everything, but in the end, you did what you did, and, you know, you gotta know, like, you went out there and performed and everything, so you did that at least. I think I'm going to take a little bit of love letter, kind of mix that in up here. Anyways, for other stuff that's been going on, mostly just like senior things, getting, well, trying to make it out of the school year, honestly. That's becoming a struggle with how much homework we have, how close some of the deadlines are, all the things that are going on right now. Like literally graduation's coming up so soon. We just got one of our last like senior not check-in sheets, but like reminder sheets and everything. Okay, so the colors look like absolute shit on my phone. But I've got purple, orange, and yellow, and then I blended it out with yellow and purple and kind of pinkish. So this is a very like heavy sunset. I'm going to take my Fenty Sangria Sunset and Mimosa Sunrise. This beautiful thing. I don't really know if I've talked about it on here or not, but I did purchase this on an ED trip, and I just, like, I couldn't really walk out of there. Like, if I have talked about it, I totally mentioned that I didn't really feel like I could walk out of there without leaving with something. I just wanted to get something so bad. And before you ask, yes, it is a little bit dark on my skin tone, but I kind of make it work because I really like blush and everything. So we just pretend that it's fine. So I'm taking the orange over the orange and then the pink kind of on the outside of that. Not really over the purple, but like a little bit over the purple. You know. And then we want like a gold to go over that. I'm gonna go into the Yes Please palette and let's see, the Butter Cake shade. Look, kind of looks gray on camera, you know. Why would we want good quality looking lighting? That would be silly and foolish. So I talked about this, okay, kind of like going back to the senior thing, everything. Definitely talked about my nematode project on my Instagram, so follow me on my Instagram. And that definitely has taken, well, like biology in general is like stressing me out right now because seniors, second semester, we do an exit portfolio for bio instead of an exam or anything. It's like you prepare it all ahead of time, and it's all things that we did this semester, and honestly I haven't had enough time to, you know, work on preparing this thing. It's been kind of rough that way. Okay, I do want to try this BH liner because, okay, I hate how this looks on camera. Really, like, maybe if I turn this off, that's like a tiny bit better. Maybe I'll leave that off for the rest of this. So, okay. I can't get this open. Maybe I'm opening it wrong. Ugh, oh my god. I'm actually an idiot. My hands are kind of slippery from the primer that I used, but they shouldn't be that slippery. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! Okay. We're not using that. I'm gonna go and do some eyeliner. Eyeliner's been kind of shit lately. So, okay, I can't turn that off. I can't see anything. Okay, and pardon my hunchbackedness while I do this. Okay, that's a semi-decent liner. I think honestly I need to throw this one out and get a new one. Kind of burns my eyes a little bit. It's never a good sign. Also, my family just got back inside from taking a walk, and so I need background noise, and if anybody yells at me to come eat, that's why. Okay. Cool, I'm pretty darn happy with those wings. And it looks like every other time I've leaned to the camera because nobody can fucking see anything. I'm upsetty about that. So other things that are happening, National History Day, that competition is coming up, and I haven't made any revisions to my paper at all whatsoever. I haven't even opened it since the first competition. I'm kind of afraid of all the work that I have to do. One of the things that the judges mentioned was like removing a source or adding a source, and I'm like, you know how long it took me to find all those sources. Like, I'm not gonna remove them now. Okay, I do feel kind of, I don't know. Okay, so this is a Benefit Hello Happy foundation in shade 1, and I just kind of felt like it, so you know. Dot dot, not a lot. Am I right? Or am I right? I feel like that was a lot. That's in my project pan, and I haven't used it, which is why I'm using it. So this sponge is very firm, and my hair is in my foundation. Ah! Butt. Oh, I kind of like it with the butt. Ugh. There's no better way for me to do this. I need like one hand to prop back hair, and I need one to do my foundation, and there, nobody wins. Nobody wins in this situation. Okay, every time I use this foundation, I'm never impressed. I know that nothing's changed on the screen, but it just doesn't go very far. And it's slightly tan for me. Like, ideally, I would like my foundations to cover the redness that's on my face so that I can put blush on and not, you know, look that way. And then, okay, if I, maybe it'll stay for a little bit. And then like kind of veins up here, I want to have the jawline done and everything. So I don't know, I just never feel it with that. I'm gonna go in with my okay, so my Colourpop thing just broke. I'm not happy about this, and it got foundation on some stuff. That's not cool. So there's the base and there's the foundation. Ah, I don't like that. I don't know how it could have done that. Like, I literally haven't traveled with this or anything. Oh my god. That's so upsetting. Okay. And I almost just whipped my foundation fingers on my blanket. Yeah, so I'm wearing a blanket right now because my foot is injured slightly, just barely. Okay, so we're not gonna go on that. And it kind of hurts to wear a sock at the moment, and so I thought wearing one because I was at track practice and running on my foot, and I needed to take my sock off so that my foot could be okay. Anyways, I'm going in with the concealer because I don't know how to do makeup anymore. And I think that I can fix that with the concealer, and that everything will be fine. Red nose. There. Okay. So now we can put stuff on our face to make it look red again. So we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Cosmetics liquid highlighter. I hate everything. I don't know how to do this so that you can actually see what I'm trying to show you, because I promise there are colors on my eyes. I don't just have like black on my eyes, and I'm not this pale. really like the sound that this sponge makes because it's so firm. It's like kind of like when I was doing the theater makeup, not for the last performance, but for Sweet Surrender. I was doing makeup and go swoop, 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 swoop when I was like doing the foundation part, because everybody there was just like, ah, foundation, gross. It's like, I know, gross, but I can make it a little bit better, can't I? So there's that. I just got sparklies all over my hands. So the next thing I'm gonna do is use this humongous brush that I have blush on, and I'm gonna dip into the blush that I have in front of me, and I'm going to pat, 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 pat all over. And I love a good blushy look, so, you know. Also, I kind of want to try using the number 4 brush to highlight. So we're going to do that. What if I went in with a different color? That doesn't sound like a good idea. Okay, I'm going to do the cake or whatever it was. It's like I know that we already have like a highlight base on, and that color is a little bit dark for my skin tone, the e.l.f. one. And this is gonna be another highlight base. Because I don't know when to stop. Not put another highlight color on. So then we're gonna take Colourpop Spoon. This is beautiful gold. It's gold in real life. Swirly, swirly, swirly. So we just feel very glowy. I mean, we're supposed to be a sunset after all. So it's supposed to be glowy. If only I could like keep my makeup just in a Ziploc baggie until tomorrow when I go to work. It'd be nice. Okay. So we're gonna go with Tarte Fomo. I need to film. I don't even need to film it. I just need to do a lipstick declutter because I don't wear lipstick very often. All of my lipstick is really old. And it's starting to kind of not go the best. I have a lot of lipstick colors that I don't really like because I got all of them before I really figured out what I want to do with makeup, and it kind of shows with the amount of like grays I have. It's patchy, but you'll have to accept it. Oh, I love when they don't screw on. Okay. Okay. We're going to do our best not to absolutely launch the camera this time, because the last time I did this, I dropped it. So, there's that. Okay. I'll take off my glasses so you can see. So there's the purple, orange, and the yellow, and beautiful highlight. So that is everything today, and I'm very glad that I got to sit down and film this, and I'll talk to you guys later, and have a good rest of your night. Bye!